Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Let me start with saying thank you for coming back, and if you're new, go ahead and subscribe to this channel because we're trying to conceive our second baby, and I have a lot of news and everything, and this is what it's like to live in Florida because your hair just goes Okay, so basically the last video that you guys saw me post was of me taking the first response 6 days sooner. Here's my thing. I have multiple tests that I've taken. Multiple say negative, 2 say positive. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm confused. Let's see, so a little bit of back history, and again, this is in my other video. I'll link it below, my last video. Basically, I had Nexplanon. I had it since November of last year. I just recently got it removed about three and a half weeks ago now, I think. I'd have to look at the calendar. I have my little scar. It's still healing a little bit from where they removed it. That again is going to be its own video. I just have not had time to do it. We just moved into our new house, so things are a little crazy. But the thing of where I'm confused is the doctors told me you can get pregnant as soon as you come off of your Nexplanon. That sometimes it takes up a week for all of the birth control, you know, like there's no estrogen in Nexplanon, but the other part, I can't remember exactly what it is. Excuse me. Heartburn is another symptom that I've had, and I had it really bad last night. That could just be whatever, but we have had unprotected sex basically since I got the birth control. So it worked great. It completely stopped my periods a month after having it put in, and I haven't had any period, no spotting. I have had cramping, but not like period cramps, but just like you're like, ooh, you know, you're kind of crampy. I haven't had any breast tenderness. None that I can really think of. My appetite's the same. The one day though, I did feel like I could smell everything. Now, I wasn't nauseous, but I could smell everything. But that went away. So let me get the test really quick, and show you what I mean, why I'm confused. Okay, so the very first test that I took was the Walmart brand of the early result, and they're the blue dye, so of course that raises concern. But this is my dilemma. So the very first test that I took was first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, I waited the 3 minutes. I thought I saw a line, but I wasn't too sure. And again, blue dye, so it does run or shadow. But then I came back maybe an hour or two later, and I know you're not supposed to read it, and this is why I'm confused. I know you're not supposed to read it, but you can clearly see a faint line. I'm sorry if this is gross. This is from a couple days ago. But you can see that line? There. And again, that's two, maybe 3 hours after. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna take the other one that came in that package, and that was in the evening, and that one has no line, no shadow, no nothing. Okay, and it's dry. So there's I'm trying to see if you guys can see. There's no shadow, nothing. Okay? Those were the Walmart tests. They're the Equate brand of first response. So then that gets me thinking and makes me even more confused. So I run out and buy dollar store tests. Mind you, I found out with my daughter through dollar store tests. They were different than these ones though. They were just like the little strip that you dipped in. So these ones are a little bit different. And I tried to find those, but I couldn't find them here in Florida. But I tested for my daughter when I lived in Nevada. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. So, first test I took, no line, just one solid line. Second test I took, one line, no shadow, nothing. Okay. Third test I took, clearly a positive result. Okay. The first two pink ones were from the next morning's pee. This one was from that same day, but that evening. So, to test again, because I had one more dollar store one, I tested again, and it was negative. So, this is my dilemma. I understand false positives. I understand all of that. But my thing is, can you have two fake positives in the same week on two different tests? Like, it does not make any sense to me. 5 or 6 days from that very first test, and I'm going to try first response with the pink dye. And hold on, I actually 2 days ago, I'm just so confused. 2 days ago I bought 2 regular first response. Okay, this one was from in the afternoon, I believe. Clearly looks like a negative. I'm sorry if it's not focusing, but clearly a negative. You can see what looks like a hint of a line, but not, I would still think it's negative. So then I took this one in the morning, the next day. Is it this one or was the other one? And it looks negative. It came up negative, but a couple hours later, there's a tiny bit of a shadow of a line. You can see it, but it doesn't even look pink. It looks like a shadow. Okay, so I am going to try this one today. I don't want to take the digital yet because I don't ever take a digital unless I get a positive. I mean, why would you waste it? You just want to see yes or pregnant. You don't, you know what I mean? You want to see the lines first, and then you use the digital so that you can like visually see yes, it's telling you yes, you're pregnant or just pregnant. So I'm gonna open this up. I got my tea in a cup over here. Comes with the 2 tests. I'm going to dip this one first. Now, I don't know. And this isn't like first morning pee, this is like mid-morning. I don't know what to think of it at this point, honestly. You can see it's a dry test. It's not my first rodeo taking a pregnancy test, but you know what? Just for grins and giggles, let's read the tip in your urine stream for 5 seconds only. Or you may also collect your urine in a clean, dry cup and immerse the entire absorbent tip in the urine for 5 seconds only. We're going to do that. Dry tip. Dry test. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cover that up with another test so I don't. Let's look. Okay, I could be crazy. Do you see? I don't know if I can get a clear view of this for you. You can see. Can you see that? Oh, I'm holding my phone. Do you see what I see? And I know it's probably not clear for you. Okay. I don't know. Oh God, it makes me question it because I swear I see a faint line. A faint line. Let's look at the test from before and see if that looks any different. So you can see the line more than you could on the test from the other day. Oh Lord, I feel like if I take this digital, it's going to come up negative because it's still so soon. But then I feel like if I can see a hint of a dark line, right? It should. I've never taken a first response digital, so. So, okay. After reading the insert, you are ready to perform the test. Remove the stick from the white foil wrapper and move the overcap. Upon removal from the wrapper, check the display screen for the presence of a steady clock symbol. There's a clock symbol. The device is ready to use. Do not use the test unless the steady clock symbol is on the display screen. 5 seconds. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to cover that up with the other test. And it's still thinking. Step 2. While still holding the stick with the absorbent tip facing down, replace the overcap and lay stick on a flat. The clock symbol will begin to blink in about 30 seconds after urine is applied to indicate the test is working. It's blinking. Okay. The clock work in approximately 3 minutes. An unmistakable yes plus or no minus will display on the screen. Let's see if it says again, well, obviously you can't read this after 10 minutes. How long will the results show on the display screen? For at least 30 minutes. Okay, so basically it's just gonna say yes or no after 30 seconds. And I mean, it's still early. Like I said, I could only be, if I am, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Like, what is that? That's minimal. We wait. I gotta go get my little one for a second, so you guys are going to sit here. This says no. Which, again, it's okay. Why so many faint lines? Why so many positives when you have negatives?